Holy cow. It is Wednesday, and let me tell you, I am tired. I'm tired. Let me hold on. Had to mute my monitor. Almost forgot. When I say almost, I mean I most definitely forgot. Might as well do the Twitter thing too. Oddly enough, I usually do all this stuff in silence. But guess that's that tired kicking in, man. What can I say? I'm out of the game. I'm gonna have to pay close attention to my phone. It's supposed to be having some type of plumber come through. So we'll see if that happens. Apparently the Palmers are pretty booked up. Really curious to see if I can get that plumber, because I kind of need him. Anyone here ever had a 2-year-old? Anyone ever realized that 2-year-olds just like to, I don't know, flush stuff down the toilets? I think this is a heads up about the final stuff of Gears 5. Because this game has hit the end of its lifespan. I think it was competitive for 2 years. 3 years, because it came out in 2019. Like late 2019. So it kind of sucks that it's not competitive anymore. But that's okay. Let other games have their shine. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of games out there that people really, really love that are not Gears. But this is one of my loves, man. Today is multiplayer day, or competitive multiplayer day, as I like to call it. I dive into a game, do some multiplayer, more on the competitive side, and I played Gears last week. But I made a fatal mistake, because last week I tried to play, and then I was gonna do like a 3 out of 5 set, and then after I was gonna go over like practice stuff. And the reason why I wanted to do it that way, and the reason why it made sense in the moment, is because a lot of people show up in the stream later. From what I've noticed, streaming like starting at 4, I typically don't have that many viewers or no viewers at all. And then by the time like 6 o'clock rolls around, that's usually, or I say like 4:30, 5. That's usually when the people start showing up. I'm starting to realize that's when they get off of work. Ideally, this time works for me. And I've said it once and I've said it a million times. Ideally, the streaming is for me. You know, I got to capture moments and lessons and stories, and that's kind of the objective here. At the end of the day, that's my massive objective, is to make sure that I capture stories as time goes by. So it's fine if I don't have too many people in, and that's why the beauty of the YouTube channel is there. And knowing that, you know, if you miss it here and you know you don't see it in the Twitch VODs anymore, you can always go to the YouTube channel, because I feel like the Twitch VODs typically just last like 2 weeks. And I mean, you know, people got lives and stuff, so I don't expect them to see it in 2 weeks. I do, however, hope that people do go to the YouTube channel. I'm not really advertising it that much right now because nothing is edited. It's just based off of the hearsay of the stream. So the numbers will go up based off of who's following me on the stream. And so far, I've had a good time with that. As I always do, I'm gonna open up with a little bit of a story or a segment. And then, yeah, the goal is to kind of get into the practice element of things. And speaking of which, I did see Koita's stream, or I got the VOD of it yesterday. And that was interesting to listen to another coach talk about coaching and how to get better in the scene of terms of like cadence and how you're supposed to act within whichever realm, rather it is on Twitter or on Discord. And then the fact that someone was looking for an O2 bracket, which, yeah, I kind of get what Quita's saying. I think that if you play in an O2 bracket and your goal is to get better, you have a very, very slim chance of doing that. But it's only because if you're one of the players that's succeeding in the O2 bracket, you get that confidence. And that confidence sometimes makes it so you start to discover what it is that you have to do when you actually play real people. Obviously, you can't stay in the O2 bracket forever, and I feel like the only exception you can have is like top 2 can't play in the O2 bracket so that the O2 bracket is eliminated. One good purpose the O2 bracket does serve is we live in a society where if you're playing a multiplayer, you're paired with people of your skill level. And the only way that you can get out of that barricade of people of your skill level is if you can show that you've grown. Eventually you have to deal with harder players. Whereas in like video game tournaments like that, where it's just like a local or whatever, it's highly skewed. Like, you can really get your shit rocked, round 2 by some dude that just never stops playing the game, or someone who's just got a lot more knowledge than you. Whereas like if you're just playing online, it's very rare that that happens unless someone's making a Smurf account, which, I mean, I think we all know what a Smurf account is. I think we've all had our fair share of Smurf accounts. Let me get this water real quick. I've been talking all day. All day. Today was crazy. So you already know, I'm dehydrated, tongue is dry, roof of my mouth is dry, all that. Alright, so today, like I said, the objective is to start this off by kind of breaking down what practice is and how I kind of visualize getting better at a game. Of course, everyone knows the telltale sign that improving in a game can happen in a multitude of ways, right? And it really depends on the person, because the person, people learn different ways, people interact with different things, people understand things a lot different depending on what it is. And I mean, some people are better at like hearing information and putting it into action. Some people are better at seeing it and then replicating it, and some people just get better at doing it. Understandably so. No matter what, if you're just simply playing the game, you can get better. It won't be something that's gradual or easy to control, but I mean, you can't help but to get better if you're constantly doing something. And that's very subjective to say. So don't think like, oh, the best thing to do is to just constantly play and then I'll be okay. I think the best thing to do is to come at the game with like a lot of principle. Well, number one, you do want to do the Unga Bunga thing first. You have to love the game. You got to get into the game. You got to have fun with the game, right? Win or lose, you just got to delve in. You got to press buttons. You got to experience what it's like to get blown up. You got to experience what it's like to blow somebody up. That's kind of, to me, the most important thing, is that you love what you're doing. And, it takes a couple, everyone's got a different process. Some people fall in love with stuff instantaneously. Like, they do it, they press a couple of interactions, and boom, now they're in love. Some people take a while. They have to process interactions. They have to process how this goes. Do they like the grinding, whatever, of this, that, and the third? And some people are kind of somewhere in between. But once you start to really catch feeling for the game, and, it makes you all giddy, find your character, a choice. You got a happy waifu, happy laifu, or a husbando, whatever direction you're going. Then it's about trying to find a way to harness what the game is about. Now, most of the people right now in the beginning are Smash players for me. So for Smash, the number one thing that the game is about is staying on the stage. The reason why the number one thing about the game is staying on the stage is because whoever gets knocked off the stage and falls into the blast zone loses. So whoever's on the stage has a higher chance of survival, meaning the closer to the center you are, the harder it is to knock you off the stage. And that's very, very, very important. And I don't think enough people emphasize that like, the whole goal is to find ways to survive. You're playing a game of survival. And the reason why that's so important, and I keep like emphasizing that, is that the best players are typically composed or they're not necessarily campy. I can't think of the word for it. It does start with the C, but they basically play towards like what's going to be beneficial for them in the moment, primarily figuring out how to get back to center stage no matter what the scenario is. It's all about the center of the stage and how you control the stage, because if you control the stage you have a lot more options. And if you don't believe me, just think about all the times you've been on the ledge and you made one false move and you died for it, versus if you're in the center, you make one false move and you typically just lose neutral, and that's it. You have a higher chance of dying as you get closer to the edge, whereas in the middle you have a lower chance of dying. And a lot of people don't really think about kill options either in the middle, because a lot of stuff that characters do, it usually kills better off the side or a spike or something. It's not usually something that kills off the top. So the main goal, the main premise is to stay in the center. And the second part is that when you're in the center, it's rather about putting your best foot forward and getting in someone's face, or it's about understanding how to play to someone's wants and desires and then getting the upper hand on that player. So with those things in mind, when you go to practice, I mean, you got to consider like this is what the game is all about. This is what I need to visualize. This is the big picture. And then you go through all the intricacies of like, well, how do I do it? And I've been in this phase before, and I've had a few different ways to grow, and I'm going to kind of go over my two different ways of how I grew competitively in terms of like Smash and how it worked for me. So there was one phase where I became PR. It happened pretty quick. The reason why I don't emphasize this phase too much is just because I feel like a lot of the players were really new to Smash, and you know, the ceiling wasn't really that hard to breach just because we didn't have much, right? And in this phase, I think a lot of the practice stuff that I did is stuff that you guys are typically used to hearing about and the stuff that you guys typically implement, right? And that means that you go to Smash Fest, you go to, you know, and you host those, you go to tournaments, you what's it called, you know, every once in a while play with an objective in hand, and that's about it. My journey was kind of like that, but I had a lot of intent with what I did, and it's mainly because I was working 2 jobs and doing stand-up. So like, if I played Smash, I had to make it count every time I played. So in the beginning, it was just about going to brackets, and my whole goal was every time I lost, I would try to invite that person to my place so we can play more, so I can understand why I lost to this person. And as I did that, I started to develop a sanctum of people. Like, I had a group of people that would come over often. And what was even more cruel about it is we'd typically have one set up and there'd be like 6 to 8 people. And some of you think like, oh, that that's not optimal, blah, 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 maximize your playing. No, the point was to get used to observing what people were doing. Because if you sat out, you had to sit there and watch. But if you were in whatever strategy you had to nail that strategy. Because if you didn't nail that strategy, you were getting your ass kicked off to the field. You know what I mean? So you don't want to lose in that rotation of 8 people. You want to try to win as many as you can. You want to go around the world. So it made me very observant in terms of like what people do, what people don't do, what certain characters do, so on and so forth. And I understood a lot of information from that beforehand. So going to bracket was good, but what I took out of bracket was more important. And then next, I finally kind of hit that point where it's like, it's rather me or JFK that has to fight Andu, and I'm losing to one person, right? So then the next thing I had to do is start doing grind sessions to kind of get more practice against all types of players, and then just really focus on my inner skill. It wasn't about the skill of the player that I was playing so much as it was about the focus or the intent that I had. And I make like a goal each week, like, but it was all observational stuff, like pay attention to what to do when people roll, because I heard rolls were not the greatest thing to do. Or pay attention to like how often someone does a repetitive whatever, like how do you know this is a habit versus if this is just some type of mix-up or whatever. So a lot of what I did was just analytics of paying attention to people and kind of getting the hang of like around this percent players typically do this, around this time people typically do this, around this part of the stage people typically choose to do this. And then to beat Andu, I went to Denver so I can gain more experience in the game against people I didn't know, so I can kind of get used to like what's my overall strategy when I turn the game on. And then I also started playing online, and eventually I ran into Andu's character, which was Wario, and I overcame that demon. The second time I had to get good is when I took a hiatus. I came back, and Shu and Bang were kind of number one, and well, they were shitting on me. No easy way to say it. They were kind of trashing me. And what I felt I had to do, wow, sickness shit. What I felt I had to do is I felt I needed a way to figure out the game in a way that they haven't seen it. So I started to develop a practice. And with Gears, I'm going to do my best to kind of give you the breakdown of like what the practice is like. It's not going to be identical. Every video game I play is different. And ever since doing this with Smash, I can do this with any game, so long as it has the right equipment to do so. So I'm going to go to custom LAN. Basically, I'm playing by myself and create my own session. Let's see. We'll go with Min. Been in a Min mood. You know what? I'll go with Hoffman. Where's Hoffman? I don't think Hoffman's here. Yeah, he's down here, huh? Hello? Hoffman? There's Ty, Dom. Should go with Dizzy. That's alright. I'll go with Hoffman. And then, how do you set this custom? That's the guns. Social. My tour. Let's do. Start with blood drive. Oh, I see. You just select the whatever. Is control on here? Is it in alphabetical order? Yeah. Do control. Fill up bots. Do fill up bots, but I think I'm just gonna have one bot in the beginning. And let's do intermediate for the bot difficulty for now. Rounds to win. Do 350. Why not? And no weapon substitutes for now. And then let me see. Block slot. Yep. Alright, so this first section, it's nothing too crazy. It's just about kind of getting into the warm-up phase, right? Because you gotta warm up. As much as people tell you, oh, it's pointless or whatever, warming up is highly important. It's a good idea to see where your skill is at. And for me personally, in Smash, it's dependent on my movement, my last second decisions, and how well I keep people trapped on the ledge. I'm not keeping you trapped well on the ledge, I'm not playing. I have no idea what's your specific character. Because character specific stuff is, that's fun. That's a doozy. I mean, I think we've all been there, right? When you're dealing with a character and you have no clue what to do.
They will move quickly on
so,
territory.
I'm starting with something small, and the goal is you want to just keep expanding on like everything you're doing. And the first thing you got to start with is you got to start with like what your core values are for that game. For me, Gears of War is really about movement and accuracy. So you have to definitely warm up your movement, right? And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. That's why there's only one bot here. I don't need a room full of people. And if I do a room full of people, I still pay attention to what the focus is. And in this case, it's just primarily movement. So you get your movement down, you kind of adventure across the map. And the reason why you're doing this is because you're kind of training a second sense. When I played Smash, I would play on a different stage each week and try to master that stage. And I would just kind of move around for a little bit, do a couple of tricky recoveries, and then the next thing I think is like situations. Like, some people have seen me in Smash 4, especially on like Smashville, use the spring and kind of do like this weird spring trick shit, where I like ride the spring and go a certain distance or whatever. Or I mean, not the right the spring, but I do up B, and then down air the spring, spin shot across the stage, do another up B, and then down air and grab the ledge or something crazy like that. Or you like work on some of your character specific recoveries. Like I do a lot of spin shots and stuff like that. So that's like the basis of like working on like harder movement. Same thing with like in Smash 4, perfect pivots and ultimate, it'd be like slingshots. But you want to try to do like a consecutive amount. So like for me, perfect pivot, I'd have to do it both ways across the stage without messing up. And if I messed up, you just start over. And what's it called? And in like ultimate, I just practice stuff like shield dashing. I try to do short hops. I try to do like short hop up airs, you know, stuff like that. Just to really get used to like moving across the stage, and movement options I'm going to use very, very naturally. And so for Gears, a couple of things that I used to do that I don't really do anymore, just because I don't play this game as much, is trying to wall bounce through this entire area. Wall bouncing is like the thing you're seeing me do right now. So you're about to slide into a cover, and then you just drift away. There's also like wall canceling. That's that nerd shit I just did. But you need Claw to do that a little more efficiently. And although movement does matter to me, what the hell? Movement doesn't matter like enough for me to change the entirety of how I play. I could get like what's that shit called? Like not a pro controller, but you know what I'm talking about, like with the Xbox controllers with the buttons on the back. Because I can map the buttons and make it so I can still wall bounce really fast and still be able to play the way that I'm playing right now. And the reason why a lot of top players think that's important is because you still get your movement, but you don't sacrifice your accuracy doing that. So yeah, I try to move around because movement is huge to me. And risking saying, oh, I'm warm enough, or what, these people aren't that good or whatever. Shit like that, the dumb egotistical things where you're acting like you're more than prepared for everything. Usually not a good idea. That's more of a gamble. It's more of the hero story shit. Oh my god, that hurt. But, yeah, not that important. After I get that down, it's about getting accuracy down. That's where this bot comes into play. The weapon that you're going to use the most in Gears is shotgun. So, have to get used to getting up close and getting the perfect shot. It's rather you get the perfect shot or you go for something called two-shotting. And two-shotting is extremely important to master. But one thing that's imperative about two-shotting is spacing. Just like in Smash, spacing is like really like a key factor to how you play Gears. And the reason why is because depending on the distance of the opponent is how much the shot really affects the target. Now I should try to see if I can do two controllers to demonstrate that. And I will here in a second. But for now, I'm going to get like 5 kills on the spot without dying. And I'll primarily be going for the two-shot strategy just because at the end of the day, like directly shooting somebody is very, very risky. Because if you make a mistake, then you die for that. And the only way to correct the mistake is movement, but movement, it just increases your chance of luck. That's how I see it. The reason why I say that is because more than half the time you have no idea which direction they're going to shoot. You're just trying to get out of the way. So the first shot I always call the warning shot. Like that. Get the two-shot on him and kill him. So the first shot I always call the warning shot. You get the first shot and you kind of see what the player is going to do. And through the observational side of me, I know that most people move to my right-hand side as soon as I shoot them. So I try to guard my right and keep my left covered. So I'm going to wait because I'm hit and he's too far away. That's a hit. That's a bad warning shot. You see how many pellets I got? That's a pretty decent warning shot. Wasn't decent enough, so now I'm in a real gunfight. But that just takes practice. Ooh. To my left? Nope. You get those 5 kills on the bot, and you're feeling good, then you can move on to different objectives. And like I said, the reason why you're doing this is to kind of get used to the two-shot thing. You need to keep the two-shot thing in mind. Shotgun's the most important weapon you'll use, so it's just about keeping the two-shot thing. And if it's not the most important weapon to you, like if you're one of those sniper kids, then it's just about making sure you get headshots. Like that. It's making sure you know how to swipe your shot, making sure you know how to place your shot. And when I say place your shot, let's say someone's over here, right? Like where the symbol is. It's about marking or aiming where you think they're gonna go. It's a prediction. A lot of sniping is predictions. And then the second part is reflex. So once you predict the shot, you have to react to them moving into that position. So never second guess yourself. Never be afraid of what you've done. You know? The more you second guess yourself, the more you're gonna miss that headshot. And the bot, especially a slower bot, is the perfect target just because they're not doing a whole bunch of crafty stuff. It's just about warming up the shot. It's not about hitting the hardest target. I got 2 more kills to get on this bot. Because you have to pull out a shotgun. Oh, there we go. It was a bad 2 shot, but it was good because the first shot was like a warning. The second shot was the initial damage that I was looking for, and then the last shot was to put it down. Oh shit. We go down here. No, we don't. Movement's important, because if I froze up there, then I'm going down. But if I don't freeze up and I realize that like danger is being initiated and you just need to keep it moving, then we live. More often than you think. There goes the 2 shot. It was bad for him to try to push me so early, but yeah. Then a couple cool and imperative things. Number 1, you need to make sure that you have like the stage for you in terms of gears where you're gonna keep moving. And that's what I would do next, is I go to a stage where I have to wall bounce like the entirety. But Blood Drive is a decent stage, but let me show you a better stage. But the next goal is to go to a stage where I have to wall bounce the entire time. And the reason why, and it's not because wall bouncing, oh, it's the most imperative thing. Like I said, movement is imperative. It's not the most defining, but it's imperative. Because again, when you put yourself in crucial situations and you need to clutch, you have the clutch factor in mind. Sure, there's the mentality of the game, but a lot of the mentality is shaped by what you physically do. So if you have physical attributes and then you put a mentality as to why you're doing those physical attributes, when push comes to shove, you let your instincts kick in. And you do not want to get in the way of your instincts. Your instincts are very imperative. There's 2 parts to you, right? There's the part that's going to try to tell you what to do and nag you to death. And it usually has some good ideas. But the instinctual part is where your movement comes from, where your zen comes from, where your second wind comes from, where the beast mode turns on. And practicing these little basic things makes it so you sharpen your beast mode. It's about gaining consistency and growth at the same time. So, although what I did in the beginning, that beginning practice looked really, really basic, that's the point, is you have to master the basics. So when you're playing Smash, after you do a little bit of movement, then it's about practicing your bread and butters, right? Like, you gotta practice how to ladder stuff. And to me, the most important thing, you have to pay attention to what angle you're sending the opponent. So if you're hitting the bot, which way does the bot really fly? If you're hitting your friends, which way do they fly? But in my case, I go into training mode, I've done my movement, I do that for about 15 minutes and try to complete certain objectives within that time, and then I move on. And it's about hitting the bot with no type of DI, no training mod, nothing. Just getting used to like doing up throw, up air with Sonic, right? And then if I'm near a platform, you know, do a couple up airs to a homing attack, or up air, back air, up air, whatever I want to do depending on which target I pick. I usually pick Rob or DK. I just like hitting big targets, they're fun. But yeah, you want to really keep that in mind. Keep practicing your bread and butters and keep practicing kill confirms. And keep in mind where the kill confirm ought to be, right? So in my case, Nair to back air is a good kill confirm from Sonic. Spin dash to forward air is a decent kill confirm. I say decent because you can just hold down in tech and you can get out of that. And if you do that, you put me in a bad spot because now I'm in the air. But mainly I practice stuff like, what's it called? Down tilt and a forward smash near the ledge. I practice down tilt and the up smash, and I practice nair and the back air. And then sometimes I try to practice like spring ride because you never know when you're gonna need a spring ride somebody. But yeah, I practice kill confirms. I kind of get used to hitting the target, and then I set up an objective to like continue to hit the target and not let them be in a situation where they'll have an advantage. And the reason why is because advantage state and pushing advantage state in Smash Ultimate especially is very important. So if you can do that for like 5 stocks straight against the standstill bot, and you know, like punishing their neutral get up right on time, punishing when they jump, punishing like literally everything, catching them everywhere. You can just continuously do that and put them in situations where like they didn't hit the ground, they stood up, and you know, you didn't jab block them or anything. You have to be true to yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, if I was playing against somebody, did they escape because of this scenario? And if if they escaped, then you have to start over. I usually recommend starting at 3 stocks. I typically do it at 5 stocks. But I'm doing this to get used to pushing my character's advantage to the max, number one. And that's kind of like trying to find like the instinctive side and trying to figure out like, do I have these angles mapped out? And then the second one is the thinking side, where I'm like, well, if it starts, Thug Nasty Chico's not doing it, then how do I do this the tame way? And the tame way to do it is to just find like where the weaknesses of the character's recovery are, figure out exactly when they like to stand up or what the animation looks like. And the more you do that, the more you can't help but to keep hitting them. It sharpens your accuracy. And another huge thing in Smash that's important is spacing. Spacing is massively important. And the way that I space is I think about the moves that I think have the best poking utility and the best utility overall. So with Sonic, I like to use tip or jab. I like to do down tilt, forward tilt, back air, and forward smash. Those are all the moves I try to space. And what you want to do is you want to do it 10 times in a row at the maximum peak of your space against an opponent that's walking and against an opponent that's jumping. So you just set the bot to walk or you set the bot to jump, and you try to hit them at maximum space 10 times with all those moves. And the more you do it, the more you get used to seeing like this character's at max space. But the goal of what I'm teaching you is to constantly move all the stuff that you're doing to the next level. So then I do like drills and stuff with bots and gears. What I would do is pick a section of the map and try to control that section of the map as best I can against harder bots. Because if you're playing in a section against hard bots and you're trying to protect it, you're telling yourself like the rules and the regulations of this game. You're working on making sure you hit those 2 shots with your shotty, and to mix it up and to make it interesting, pick a certain power weapon that you have to use and really learn how to utilize that weapon. And ask yourself, like, how many kills did I get? Was this weapon beneficial? Could I have been better with this weapon? Because the more you start doing that, the more you start understanding how all the weapons work and why you're using them. And the more you keep telling yourself that, the more it becomes instinctual to start doing it. Same thing with with Smash for me, I pay attention to a lot of stuff. I pay attention to the clock, so I do a time regiment. I pay attention to clutch scenarios, so I do 2v1s, and I do level 9 bots. 2v1s with level 9 bots, and I do 1v1 with a level 9 bot, but I have 1 stock and I have 3, and I have to take the 3 stocks. And that's just to help with accuracy and paying attention to like your surroundings and your abilities. Like if you're on Battlefield and they're at 60% and you're Sonic and they're on the top platform, is there a way to take advantage of the fact that they're on the top platform? And you have to just keep trying to think like, what are the ways that I can complete the objective of getting them off of the stage safely and smoothly? What can I do? And it's the same thing for Gears. How do I clear them out of this area? They want this part of the map. What can I do to push them back? They want this weapon. How do I stop them from getting it? Or how do I prolong them from getting it until my team gets here? Because this is a team-based game. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing about the practice regimen. Is just, for me, I took a lot of the game and I try to figure out what the game means and how can I find ways within the game to translate it. I honestly think bots are a good fit, but I don't think that's the end of it, right? I think that's just the stepping stone. And what I do is I usually create like a tier list of where I'm going to go. You got to do whatever your new trick is, right? On a standstill bot, then you got to try to do the same thing to like a level 7 bot with 99 stocks and look for a certain scenario and just keep setting it up over and over again and kind of see what options the bot is picking. Then you do it against a level 9 bot. Then you do it against a level 9 bot with restrictions on yourself. And then you do it in like Elite Smash. Because in Elite Smash, you can get someone who's really good or really bad. But the point is to be confident in what you're doing regardless of what it is. So You know, even if you're playing against a god tier player, if you believe in your mix-up, because that's all Smash is a game of chess and a game of, you know, scaredy cat. You're trying to see what people know. It's a lot of skill checks. So long as you check their skill, and if they don't pass the skill check, you gotta blow them up for it. And it's kind of the same thing in Gears. There's a lot of baits in Gears, and if you get used to knowing how your environment is and working your shots, you can bait people into coming into you. And if you can bait people into coming into you, they kind of play the game for you, and there's a lot less stuff that you have to do. So that was kind of the introduction to like what I do. It's very basic, it's very simple, it does take time. Every game is different. Like for me, for Tekken, I was probably the hardest one. My Tekken regiment, and that's why I stopped playing, because I was like, I just don't have, like, I have too much of a life to try to do this. But my Tekken regiment was you pick your main character or whatever, and your warm-up was to go into training mode and practice Korean backdashing and just moving around the character for 5 minutes, because it's a limited space. You don't really need to work that hard at movement in Tekken. After you do that, it's just about practicing your bread and butter combos and remembering your bread and butter pokes, like your chains, like what's your block chain, how do you condition someone to go this, that, and the other, and then really messing with your moves and thinking a lot of what ifs. And honestly, I was coming up with some strong what ifs that I haven't seen most players do. So I was feeling unique. After that, it was about going against top tiers in the training mode, and then just like picking one character and practicing how to watch out for their combo starters. Because a lot of people don't play neutral in Tekken, they just play combo starter simulator. So if you can learn how to avoid their combo starters and avoid their strongest pokes, then you're okay. You move on from there and you go to the little quick match arcade thing where they like let you play for rank. You play against the bots for 30 minutes to warm up and just keep setting goals. Like, I won't lose a round, I'll get nothing but perfects, stuff like that. So you pay attention to accuracy. And anytime you fail, you really just have to assess why did you fail and never make excuses. Never blame the game, never blame the character. Just think, like, was I accurate with what I was supposed to do? And if I wasn't, why wasn't I accurate? What did I do wrong? What instinct that I had that went against, you know, my natural blah, blah, blah. And you know, after that, you go online, and then after you go online, it's just about finding people to play against. But because of how many moves the characters had in the top tiers, I felt like, brother, it was a regiment that's gonna take a while. And I was trying to master 2 characters and blah, 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 blah. But if I had to go over like how long each regiment took, I think Gears was like usually 45 minutes to an hour. And then Smash was usually 2 to 3 hours. And then, yeah, Tekken was more like 4 to 5. So, yeah, I mean, that's the basis of what the regiments were. It makes it so you can learn on your own. And I think that's actually important that you start with the knowledge being about you. Like, what do you know about the game? Not what does Twitter tell you about the game, not what your best friend, this, that, and the third says about the game, but specifically, what do you know about the game? What do you know about your character? What do you know about this situation and that situation, and how do you plan to get out of it? The more you start to break down what it means to you, the more you can play with a personality and a style that nobody has. And that's why I think it's important to establish the stuff by yourself. It's the hardest, but that's why it makes it worthwhile, because it's a struggle to get to that success. And all those emotions that you see people, the ragers, you burn a lot of that anger within the practice because it's frustrating. And so when you play people, you've already beat yourself down about this stuff. You don't carry that baggage anymore. The goal is to learn as much as you can about the fundamentals, so then when it finally comes time to play, you learn to let go. You learn to stop thinking. You learn to stop overreacting. You learn to stop panicking. And once you stop doing that, your instincts kick in and you become deadly, and no one understands why. And that is how you practice. That is how you gauge yourself in the right direction. There's other stuff you can do. I've seen other top players, and most people who are top in their game are really good, usually have very simplistic regiments. Some of them have very extreme regiments. I've talked to a lot of different top players, and I've asked them their perspective. I talked to a player who plays Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and he told me that he had an entire notebook of notes of every character, their strengths, their weaknesses, and then he would draw diagrams of how many squares in the training room each move was, so he can master the spacing. And then he would back in and out of that range to get comfortable with like how close they can stand so they can make that mistake. And that's huge. But I've also talked to someone who played like Injustice, and he played Harley Quinn, and he was really like, honestly, I play against friends a lot and I practice bread and butters, and that's really about it. And that's all I do. But again, he has a strong understanding of how Injustice operates, just like I have a strong understanding of how Street Fighter and Tekken operate naturally. But even then, if I was trying to compete in those games, I would be doing a lot of that Marvel dude stuff, like how close can I dance in your range? Because if I understand the range of the enemy sword, I will never get hit. And that's important, because if you can get people to throw off and mess up and overextend and shit, yo, you're going miles. You're taking a lot out of them. And that's how Gears of War is too. Like, if I can understand the extent you're willing to go to get a kill, I can abuse that and I can take you out. So, now that I've kind of gone over the practice stuff, it's time to jump into the game. If you guys jumped in and you kind of heard the end of that rant or the whole regiment thing, definitely check out the beginning once the stream is over. Maybe check it out on the YouTube channel. It's the same thing as the Twitch. It's just gay with 2 X's on either side. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that mentality. I'm gonna go into a party though. Alright, so I went into a party just so like if I'm talking to myself, I don't look like a crazy man. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be talking to myself. I'm going to be playing the game still. People are still going to hear me. I don't have a mic yet, and that's what I need. I need a fucking mic. But I did order one. So upgrades to the stream are on the way, and that is extremely important. You want to know what's more important than the upgrades to the stream? What Swarm character do I play? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I am on the COG. Anyways, these maps are ass. Let's see what the team wants to vote for. Alright, so if you're not doing training regiment stuff, I get it. A lot of the games don't implement training or it's trying a way to be creative about how you're gonna this game. You mold into what the game is trying to tell you, right? So that's why I found my regiment. I mean, I listened to other top players. I listened to, Zero when he played Smash 4, about what practice is and what's important, what's not important. And just like little stuff like learning how to perfect shield a turtle shell on Onet while it's bouncing between the cars, and also perfect shielding the car. If you want to learn how to parry, that's a good place to do that. What else? The 99 stock thing, I learned that from him and JJ Rockets. I don't know, I've just picked up a lot of stuff along the way and I pieced it together to make my own puzzle. And I feel like rather you should do the same, or, I mean, honestly, if you want me to go through the regiment with you, hit me up. Let's figure it out. For this, in Gears of War, I'm warmed up, I did my movement, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. The first thing that I want to do is I want to test what the opponent is about. And I do this in every game. It's called imposing your will. Now, your will could be to play really, really lame, but my will is always to see what you're about, and then once I figure it out, I play towards what I think I need to do to get the win. So I kind of sandbag in a sense, mainly because I'm running in a straight line. I'm, screaming to the heavens like, oh, no, and I'm just hoping for the best. And that's it. The fun part about Gears is waiting for people to load in. But yeah, if they're trash, then don't stop shoving down their throat. There's no point. You win the game. It's an instant win. You don't have to think. What a great time. Get on social media. If they retaliate and they understand what you're going for, then now you have to assess the match. And I think the good thing is to get really good at pushing people. Because if I get really good at pushing people, then I really don't have to think until if I'm playing in a bracket later on in the bracket. Or if I'm playing online, it becomes easier to do social commentary and have fun if I can find a way to open up the other team without really having to do a lot. So we're running into a serious problem. It looks like someone on my team is not loading in. I'm assuming this game is going to disband. Gross. That's okay. We still got some time to get a couple games in. Yeah, so while we're here, I guess I can give a... Ooh! Okay, okay. He made it. He's loaded. We're good. Okay. Looking sharp. I don't know how to say that name. I'm assuming it's of Hispanic origin or something. Oh yeah, and the reason why I mute everybody is just so like if I run into them again and I forget their names, they're muted, so I know that I've ran into them. I don't know if they patched that out yet. I mean, this game's been out for a minute, so I'm rushing towards the objective just because there's a drop shot there, and if I can get in and rip some ass cheeks apart, there's too many shit. Oh right, that was lag, but that dude didn't think I was gonna do that, and I should have went for the 2-shot. So that's my fault. The appropriate thing about rushing is it's not always just like caveman unga bunga running in a straight line. You still have to apply the logic of the game. You're just doing it fast. So it is a knowledge check. But make sure you display knowledge. Oh, I hate that. That didn't hit. Okay. So these people aren't necessarily that great. I'm just missing my shots. There's no knowledge so far. My teammates, on the other hand, doesn't seem like they play for objective too much. I think they're the type of people to play for kills. And that's cool. I just have to feed into it, and I have to get kills. Feed into it, get kills. If I get kills and I feed into it, then my team is always doing something great. Even though it's not the right thing, because this is an objective-based game, you would think, like, go towards the objective, but... Alright, 0-3, so I gotta concentrate. What do I do to not die this next round? Because I think the most imperative thing that you can do in a game like this is you want to always try to take a life for a life. If you can strike even, then you're doing okay. While this game is mainly about teamwork, oh shit, while this game is mainly about teamwork, you still have to be able to hold your own. Damn, I'm getting skill checked. Hold up. Because if you can't hold your own and like a shooter, then, you know, when shit goes down, you're just kind of dead. How are you going to help somebody else if you can't help yourself? Bro, my team is trapped. Including me. Pressure on both sides. And yeah, my team's not doing much. I think this is as a L if I can't step it up. Basically, what I'm gonna do, I think my strategy against these guys is to get the hit and then the back up. Because it seemed to work against that robot. I don't think corners is gonna work too much against these guys. They seem to be aware that like corners is what everybody does. It's kind of weird to not be aware of something when a game has been out for so long, you know. Oh, I thought that guy was dead. Oh, there goes that awareness. Trash, brother. Man, I don't know what that was. That was a good down. Gotta bait him. Surrounded. There we go. 2-shot. Alright, let's see if we can pick this up. 2-shot. Didn't have to rush that second shot. I got the first shot, so he's gotta make up his mind. He's got the first shot on me, I gotta make up my mind, and I'm gonna take that death. I thought I was gonna be able to slide past him and at least get to the wall and play the corners game, but he got me first. Only thing that sucks about spawns in this is you never know where someone's gonna spawn. Like, as much as I want to say, like, I understand, I don't understand. Like, why is that guy there while his teammate's spawning in the distance? See? 2-shot. And I stood my ground, so he had no idea what to do. The player standing his ground is terrifying. Of course, someone spawns behind me. Like, why? Why is he there? Bro, I just killed y'all. Why are y'all coming from that area? Why can't y'all spawn on the other side? Like, I earned that. But then again, the objective is on the other side, so it kind of makes sense. They're gonna get the drop shot, aren't they? Drop shot, go boom boom. I think that's the best way to describe it. Someone's behind me. No? Am I paranoid? Hello? It's the torque going the distance. Okay, they died to drop shot. There's only one shot left. Good looking team. Way to clear the water there. Alright. Whole team is dead. We don't win this. Yeah, that rolling is so punishable. I don't even know why I do it half the time. Sometimes I think it's like gonna get me in a better spot, and then someone just jogs right to where I am, and then I'm dead. But I took one out, so I want to hear it from my team. Right here, I can't really push, but I can condition people to think that it's a guy to push me in. Well, it was. What I should have did is not shot the first time and then waited for the move because they're feeling good. Seems kind of trashing us.
I'm feeling good about this.
Yo, and I mean, like, this is completely mismatched in terms of skill. I can't even set up for nothing. I just kind of have to run in and shit on them. Honestly, I just have to be a step ahead of these guys. But it's hard to be a step ahead of an entire team where your team is kind of just dying frequently to everything. I'm pretty sure my team would say the same for me, though, you know? So the feeling is mutual. Excuse me. Alright, next range.
Eyes on target.
Pick me up.
Keep up the good work, soldier.
Oh my gosh, that shot didn't kill him on the ground. I should have slowed down. Run! Run, COG soldiers! Stay alive. They have drop shot. Oh, drop shot's dead. They have torque though. Why do we keep letting them have all the power weapons?
Run, coward!
We have torque though. Nice. What a change of pace. What a lovely change of pace. I'm in last place. I'm stepping it all the way up. To me, place doesn't matter so long as you're winning, but it's also nice to know that you're not the dead weight on the team.
Yeah, you got him.
Got him. Two shots are very important. Now I'm warmed up on 2 shots. I can kind of feel that. Lucky chain of events, but let's take this luck and turn it into skill. My team has abandoned the ring.
There you go.
Oh, see, that was a 2 shot. I try to hurry up and get that shot. I should have just went for the corner, because that would have been stupid. But that's why it would have worked, because it didn't make any sense.
Load and lock. Roll it.
Highly unaware randoms, man. I'm surprised this dude died behind him and he didn't think to turn around. That's alright, but I deserved that. It was a 1v and I lost. Let me not lose 1vs. Let that be the focus. Let's not lose 1vs. Let's stress those a little more. Because I think that's extremely important. Oh, and also, don't do whatever he did. I have no idea why he pushed up like that. But that's feeding into the interest of the player, like I said. Sometimes you can convince people this dumb thing is a smart thing. Just by, like, tagging onto their needs. This dude didn't pick up his teammate. Brother! Baited! Thought I didn't have those, baby. Thought I didn't have those. Got the drop shot. Very nice. And now we wait. We wait like a bunch of hunters. There's something in the wild. Something's moving in the bushes, fellas. Uh-oh, fellas. We might lose this ring. I don't know. I like the way he died all of a sudden. Uh-oh, he pushing up on the ring, baby. Watch out. 9 seconds on the ring. I say we lose it. I'm out of there. He's got it.
Throwing flash grenade!
Oh, they have torque bar. I forgot. Porque.
No one messes with a Carmine!
That's right. Team is claiming shit. Okay. I think that's the last torque bow shot. I was paying attention. I'm getting in there. I'm gonna lance from a distance though. This isn't my fight. I didn't start this. There you go. Good shit. Good shit, Henry.
Ready to go!
Someone's behind me.
Whoa! Cut that out!
What's up? Yo, whoever was crossing, this guy, trash. Bottom feeder. Why he missed all them shots, please? Oh, that was ugly. I got baited. I should have shot him first as he was running up. So then whatever I do, he's gonna panic because he knows if I shoot him, he's gonna die. Whereas like right there, that's a gamble. It's 50-50. I got baited. They got me. They got my ass.
Oh, you gonna have a cry?
We're holding the shit out of these rings all of a sudden. Kind of creepy. Not used to winning. Not in this match. 9 seconds on grenades. I'm going for it. Oh, here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in trouble. Oh, they're going for the objective? This guy isn't. Ooh, that was sick. He got me. Alright, I remember. My focus is 1v1s. 12 and 17 is pretty freaking bad, but I started off god-awful. Got a little better. Now I'm teetering off again, so I need to focus up. That's their grenade, bet. I have everything. Me no light.
Throwing flash grenade!
Oh shit. Oh man, if you don't move,
Hi, shithead!
oh, you're dead.
Hold up! You can shoot! Incoming! Stun!
Stupid staff. Getting what greedy. Getting what greedy. Oh shit.
Need medical attention!
Oh, I tried my heart out to kill him. I should have downed him and then paid attention to something else, like move. Oh, you got crossed. Yeah, we're in trouble. 15 seconds. But we still have a chance to win. It's just gonna be like, we gotta hold one ring. Play really lame for the next ring.
Blast out!
Oh, they took turns. Oh, porque? Alright, they got the other ring. I have them distracted. That's one person that we lost. We have, how many people alive? Oh, 3 of them. I'm the only one that's dead. We're going to the objective. They have weapons, though. Oh, shit. That poor guy. May he rest. It's a bloodbath. Oh, oh shit.
Oh yeah, lock and load.
This guy loves this spot. Yeah. Oh, I shot. Come on. Oh my god, I shot. Oh no. Only thing I could have did was try to rush through that.
Now we taste
Alright,
the
so I
ashes
think I
of
know
defeat.
why I'm
I
losing
fear
when
for
I'm
our
playing on
planet
stream.
and
There's a
our
couple
future.
reasons versus why I typically win when I don't. So let's see if I can expand on it. Let's see if I can do something about it. First, the drink of water. Oh man, my team stats 9 and 22. Homeboy was getting sponged on. Let me look at the scoreboard again. 28 and 14, 22 and 13. The assists, our top player had the most. Their assists were kind of minimal. I felt that they weren't crossing. It's a lot of 1v1 fights. So that's kind of why we were losing. I need to make sure I do that mid-match just to pay attention to that. So one, I have to pay attention to mid stats. I usually don't on stream. Weird tick. Two, there is a slight bit of lag when I play on stream versus when I play without the stream. But I think it's just because streaming takes up more internet bandwidth or whatever. Three, you're not playing towards my element. I'm trying to adapt too much. The third one I think is the most important. Even though connection and lag and all that shit, it probably should be number one, right? Because if your connection's not good, then a lot of the stuff that you practice starts to fall. But the good thing about practice is establishing a fortitude and understanding the mental of what you're doing. And that takes a while for you to, like, it catches up to you, but it takes a while. And so if I'm saying the logistics is to just hit the shots, then I need to hit the shots. If I realize it's kind of got some latency, then I need to chill a little bit before I take the shot. But I've noticed a lot of my deaths were trying to force a fight on somebody in an area where I'm not comfortable. Like that guy, the Grenadier on the blocks. You want to know what I should have did? Instead of trying to fight him, I should have outsmarted him, because that Grenadier was giving me the beans. But I should have outsmarted him. I should have got close to the barricade, and then I should have went around to the objective, because his shotgun's not going to down me in 2 shots, and hardly anyone was lancering on that team, which is usually a wet dream for somebody. But like I said, I'm not necessarily in practice for Gears. This is me streaming and kind of getting back into like the concept of what I'm supposed to be doing. There's that, and fun fact, I usually do not play many video games outside of streaming. This is like my domain of like, I get to come home, I get to chill, I get to play video games. So, we shall see. We shall see. Alright, so let's try to win this game. It's the first game. Did not do so well, but I kind of saw the steps were leading in that direction. And I feel like anybody that's watching, you kind of saw that. Even if you don't understand Gears, you kind of saw like, eh. So, let's see if we can make the best of our time this second game. We have one person. I didn't even mute him. We have one person that was from the last game. That's why I do this, so it's good to see that it's still there. The letters next to the player's name on my team, where like the orange highlight is, these two are partnered up together. That letter is to show that that's a party. There's still 2 more people that need to load in, one on our team and one on their team. Alright, so the people I'm playing with are a party. That's usually important to know, because that means that they'll stick together. If I get isolated, that's fine. I just need them to do
These beasts
party
will seek
shit.
to capture Cog ground.
Ain't that right, man?
Do not let them.
So big focuses. Let's get in. Let's push this gun down their throat. Let's try to win as many 1v1s as we can. Let's question why there's 2 people on our team not playing. We are screwed. We're going for the flank. Oh, this is a weird team. They're just doing shit. What's it called? With the right connection, that shot definitely should have killed. Brother.
Mind if I do?
That's alright. But that's the point of knowing how to 2-shot.
Eyes on target.
And always moving too. Always moving.
Throwing shot.
I'm coming this way soon. I'm gonna help this guy over here cross. This dude is alright. Well, Can't cross for someone that's dead. Do it. Do it. Push. Dude, I can sense it. You want to push. You guys want to push so bad. Push us. I can cross from here if he's willing to cross, but he's just going to run it like a bug. Yeah. He should have Lancer. That would have been an easy down. It's alright. And he's dead. Ladies and... Oh, no. That's somebody else. Kill him. Dude, he's hit. Oh, see what I got for that. I thought he was going to be weaker than that. I don't think that Kate hit him all. Alright, we got to play for the objective. Lost that 1v. I'm playing the cross, and I need to play for 1v, so let me search for people who want to fight and get these nades. She's going to go for the tail.
Down they go!
This team is kind of doo-doo water. I don't have to do anything. I'm chilling. Everyone's still here. One person died once, so he hasn't really seen action. There's 2 people standing on that platform and 2 people fighting. I'm assuming there's some type of dispute. Bro, I don't know. They took forever to get here. They're not doing shit.
Please, clap.
Yo, maybe I should just run at these dudes. This is a weird ass... Bro, these Gears of War streams are fucking strange.
Practice makes perfect.
Enemy mark!
That's like after the 2 shots. We're going down. Woo! I didn't go down.
Okay.
I'm ready for you.
Fuck that, might be my head taken off. Oh no, ¿por qué?
Perfect.
Yeah, I was dead. I didn't mean to do that. I was supposed to roll in the room. Damn, I am not doing shit. 0-2. 4 assists, though. I'm out here. Let me get my score up. I still don't understand how this team is playing. Like, this team doesn't make any fucking sense. Just kind of doing shit. So I guess I'm gonna just kind of do shit. Oh, you're dead. They draw 1v1. What's a 1v1? This guy does. What's a 1v1? This guy does. What's up, brother? Oh, I missed. Yeah, he's gonna do the stand there. Alright, you got it. Yeah, this Kate's doing the most. That's a lot of... Yeah, I was about to say, that's a lot of inaccuracy I'm seeing. A lot of missing, a lot of missing. I respect the push, though. You tried. Oh, I fucked that up. I got shot in a panic. So that's the good thing about Crossfire, man. You can make someone panic. Miss something simple. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear me, but one unique thing about Gears, before you start to complain about the game that you play, and how bad it is, and how stupid it is, Gears sometimes just kicks you out of matches, man. I got kicked out of the entirety of the game. The entirety of the game. I don't even know who that person is, but someone invited me to a party. Am I going to join it? Probably not. I'm looking at my stream, like the past thing, it took so long for this game to load. I didn't do shit, I'm just chilling, dog. So you know what that means? Might have to take Gears out the roster. This game is funny. Might have to go a different route in terms of like what I stream for the 3rd day. It might be Roller Champions, honestly. If you haven't checked it out, it's a fun game. It's just like roller derby meets like basketball meets soccer. Very unorthodox game, but pretty cash money. Dude, can you imagine? I went on Twitter and talked about how this is the game I'm trying to compete in. Rough time. Rough time for Gears. I don't know who you are, Alex. Does that pop up on stream that someone's inviting me to a party? I don't think it does for the privacy of the person, I guess. Yeah, I don't see it on the stream. That's actually kind of cool. What? Yo, do you see this on stream? Do you see this? Oh, what? I'm suspended. And I'm suspended because the game messed up. I'm suspended. Just let that sink in. I'm suspended because the game messed up. I'm suspended because the game messed up. What we're gonna do... That's what's up. I just got banned from the game because the game decided to randomly just stop working. It just sent me back to the home screen. So I started the game back up to try to get back into the match I was in. And it banned me. I'm banned from competitive play. So I guess I'm just fucking around. The good news is I got all the information out about what I wanted to say about practice regiment and stuff like that. The basics of training and stuff. So if anything, successful stream regardless of what. The bad news is I gotta find a different game like Gears. On Wednesday, Gears is getting on. I don't think I can, I mean, I think this game can handle me off the stream. Let alone, because I think the stream adds that extra free terms of lag. Damn, that sucks. I got banned. I got banned for playing by the rules.
An enemy has 10 kills remaining.
I don't want to do a multiplayer game, but I can't think of any multiplayer games that I just really love. And I can't stream Smash until I get my PC like stream ready. Even then, I would probably never try to stream Smash online. Yeah, nah, yeah, probably stay banned, probably get off. Well, what I'm gonna do is just play free for all until it's over. Please don't tell me you said good stay banned and then you proceeded to leave the stream. Good looper. Oh shit, those are flames.
You got him.
Hey, you stupid. Why'd you slide in? Do it. Push me. Push me, I'm hurt. Oh, alright, yeah. Nah, but what's it called? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start really thinking about like what I want to play for multiplayer. Oh, you're dead. I ate the shit out of that shot. Maybe I don't play multiplayer games. Who knows? Is this the break I've deserved from the competitive whatever? Oh shit. Possibly, because man, that was stupid. But hey, I have said for many years that people complain about Smash and they have not seen what the pinnacle of stupid looks like. And brother, does Gears have some surprises.
An enemy is 5 kills from victory.
Oh my god, ¿por qué? I don't deserve shit. Respect. I make a poll on Twitter, but that's kind of pointless, bro. I'm not like big money like that. I have a very, very, very small following. Stupid. What's up, bitch? Oh, that was a bad shot. There's one to my left, to my right. To my left, to my right, nope. To my right, that was a bad shot. Good hit. Nice jump, nice jump.
An enemy is 1 kill from victory.
Oh shit, someone else shot me. What sucks is I can't even like stop to look at my catalog of games, but it's only because you would roll into it. Can't stop and look at my catalog of games only because it puts up that like stay tuned thing, and a lot of people don't understand what that screen is. So I just gotta hold it for today. Scarlet Spider. Gross. Let's go to War Room. What I think I'll probably do is, yeah, that sucks. I mean, I want to stream for 2 hours, but at the same time, to play a game I'm mad at, it's hard. I'm surprised I'm like still here. So, shit, what's my next move? It's like I gotta start buying games. Oh, gross. I'm possibly I got cheesed. I'm possibly done. Not yet. It's not over yet. But bro, did I get cheesed? I got fucking cheesed. But what's it called? Good luck with your stream. I'm not sure what you're doing today, but whatever it is, have fun with it. I think oh, that sucks. That cuts into my plans because I made like a whole regiment of like how I was gonna do this. I think what I should probably do is just hold strong to it. If I keep getting kicked on gears, I keep getting kicked on gears.
Watch your back.
Oh, word, you got V-Ball today? The V-Ball stream was weird only because it was like silent. But it was like interesting to watch, like volleyball. Something different for once, you know?
A new weapon is obtainable.
Alright, that was ugly. Alright, let me play like I mean it. I gotta take my rage on these fucking idiots.
A new power weapon is on the field.
Not so tough, eh?
Oh, we killed each other, I was about to say. I don't know. Way, I feel like you would need some type of audio mic on the field, like something close to where you guys are playing, so. Oh. Scrub moment.
Nice, coward.
Hey! Anybody see that?
Yeah, this game is hella. Well, what did you stream off last time? Was it like a camera or something? Or? How did you do it different the second time? Oh my god, yeah, nah, this internet versus Gears is not looking good, dog. About to play something else. Oh shit.
Facial recognition software available.
So I got the kill before I died. Let me build up these ranks right quick. I want that sniper.
Enemy spotted.
Oh my. Yeah, I was. Sit down.
In your
Sit down.
ugly face.
There's one in front of me. Oh, the flame. Oh my
Enemy
gosh.
has 10 kills remaining. Why?
Damn, that Tweedo dude is climbing hard on us. But I mean, I had the longest dry spell, so that makes sense. I think I've died to him like 2 or 3 times, so. We've all died 2 or 3 times then, yeah. Boy works quick.
How do you like that then?
What's up, bitch? Tweedo ain't nutty enough. Oh, this person left the game. Should have seen if I could get the kill real quick. Someone's coming this way. No? They must have went down the ramp.
I need help.
Oh, nice. Schmixed.
An enemy has 5 kills remaining.
Yeah, he gets the win for
Reverse
free.
this course now.
For free. Go this way. Bruh, yo, it looked like a step to the robot. Oh my god. Yo, he is slaying us. Alright, someone got him. It's a couple seconds of relief.
Throwing fire. Hooey.
Oh,
I'm not.
get up! Oh my god, please. Oh, Scarlet typically plays those super arms.
An enemy has only
Oh yeah, one kill. He's got it.
remaining.
Look, Mom.
He gets this kill in like 5 seconds. Watch. This flame grid dude is pretty nice. Flippy nuts. He's probably at least 2nd place. So, yo, he was going nuts. Yeah, we're worshiping. I get it. Alright, this is what I'll do. I'll do one more free-for-all, and then I'll probably call it quits on the stream just because I can't do what I was looking for. Gears hoed me on stream. Oh, how gross. Grosso es mucho grosso. Ay, wey. I'm gonna do pit. And then, yeah, I guess back to the drawing board for Wednesday. So there's that, or I stick to 2 streams, or maybe do Turtles in Time one day, Streets of Rage another. Have not figured it out. I think in the early 2000s, the funny thing about Hode is it was probably spelled H-O-D instead of H-O-E-D. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. I think the thing that I do, like right after this, is I dive back into heavy writing. That doesn't sound like fun because the stuff I gotta do is pretty heavy, but at the same time, I'm kind of looking forward to it. There's more competition, so if anything, if I'm not on the game, I'm probably like editing something or writing something. Oh no, the cheater is here. Oh. Alright, let me see if I can beat this guy. Probably not. I'm not playing like myself right now.
May the best warrior win.
The frustration.
Damn it, I'm down.
Oh, what? You didn't die, brother.
Power weapon available.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, baby? I'm running. What's up, baby? You coming down the hill, girl? Oh, come on. That's for real? I shot him directly in the back and it did nothing. Oh, that was a good play, too.
I'm done.
Oh, I shot way in. What the hell?
Oh, that hurt.
Intangible or invincibility. I'm dead. Reloading. That Blasphemy dude definitely has a practice to him. You can tell. Like he's playing. That man loves Gears. Shut down. Shut down.
We're full
Oh
command.
no! That was a good shot. He waited. I personally did not like dying, but you gotta respect skill. Oh, that was bad.
Never get tired of
That was so bad. He's going for the kill.
How's that then?
Alright, that was just stupid. Why would he do that? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Oh. Hello? Bro, there was nowhere else for my bullet. Oh, okay. Alright. Dang, Gears. No love. All them years I played y'all, all them years I spit, invested into the franchise, this is how y'all treat me? No love. No love. Someone's downstairs.
Dismissed.
Keep him.
Oh no, I should have went for that guy because he's a bigger threat. I just fed fire to the flames.
Dismissed.
Oh, there's no way, dude. He shot over the. All right. My instant revenge. Oh shit. Oh what? I thought it blew him up. I just kind of played like he wasn't there. He got me. All right, nah, I can't slow down. I had good momentum. Action everywhere. Bro, I didn't think he was looking at me. That makes sense though. He was on that side. Making a lot of rookie mistakes. And this choppy ass connection. Making a lot of excuses. And this choppy ass connection. Nice. I deserve that.
Oh, that hurt.
36 and 2 hits. That last shot was suspect though, so that makes sense.
That's how it's done.
Oh wow. I saw that shot come out late. Like I shot in his direction and then he walked out of the way and then he got it. That's crazy.
Keep screaming, asshole.
Nice. You almost had him.
Damn it, I'm down.
Nice. Got me. The only way I was getting that is if I stayed moving like a worm. I was wiggling on them boys.
That's right.
I got that. I was not wiggling on them boys. I got wiggled on.
An enemy has 10 kills remaining. What will you do about it?
Keep them coming.
No way I missed? Oh, that was perfect. I would have gotten both of them and I would have looked like the hero.
Throwing smoke!
I was just letting them fight it out.
That ruined his day. Oh. I'm done. Philadelphia.
Oh, nice. Do what you will with my body. I have failed the guard.
Just what they needed!
Ooh, got caught slipping. 4K, baby.
Mayday!
Got caught slipping. First place. Uh-oh.
You are parking in an invalid zone. Relocate.
That robot's not turning it up this game. Oh, damn. I kept him in business. I didn't realize I was first place. You couldn't see his yellow glow. Unless he lost it and just gained it with that kill. Oh, they killed each other? How gay. Oh,
An enemy
I
is
lagged
5
into
kills
him.
from
How?
victory.
Hey. It's okay. I mean, I'm not going to win this, but I gotta always act like I can. Watch. Here's my thespianism. Watch this.
Triple!
Oh, never mind. I tried to sneak him. I should have just shot him straight up. That's one thing I learned about Gears. Sometimes it's just better to be. It's a lot better to be direct than to try to be crafty.
An enemy has only 1 kill remaining.
Yo, that shit clean. Oh, he threw. That's okay. Well, like I said, for the sake of like, I can't really do what I was trying to do in this game. I'm gonna cut it short, and then I'm gonna reevaluate because I have to figure out what to put in this slot, or if I just do 2 days, or what the new strategy is. I think doing 3 days is more important just because I can log in the hours that I need. And I'm not supporting like, oh, be a quitter, but bro, this game literally took me out in the middle of the game and then banned me as if I quit. There's no home button on my controller that just immediately takes me to home, and if there is, it never happens on any other game. It typically only happens on Gears. So I'm in the stream early just because, I mean, at this point I'm just kind of fucking around. And with how choppy the game is too, because of me streaming and playing online at the same time, and this internet's not the strongest. It's not the strongest representation of what I want to do. And with that being said, I think multiplayer games are just going to be hard in general. I'd have to play something couch related, just because with like Wolf Leaks, don't do it. Wolf Leaks, it's a trap. But just because with the internet acting the way it is, I mean, you can't really elevate past what you're doing, you know what I mean? And if it's just gonna, I mean, I think what happened to me in terms of like getting kicked out, I think that's just Gears as a whole. So what we're gonna do is dip out, even though Wolflix just raided me. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm pretty sure his run just ended for Coinbox. I hope he did more than 2-2. That's my prediction, is that he did more than 2-2. And that's my dream. Yeah. Quick raid, quick raid, quick raid. Thanks again, Wolflix. Like I said, I wish I was continuing on, but bro, this game did me dirty. So I'm gonna step off, and then I'm just gonna try to find a different multiplayer game to play that's not Gears. I'll probably take suggestions. I'll probably have to sit there and really think about it, because honestly, I don't play too many different games. And Gears is definitely up there for me. If I play Gears, then I'll probably just do like the campaigns or something. But I can't see me sitting there playing Horde forever. Shit, bro. This game did me dirty, bro. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Play Apex? So, that was another game I was thinking about diving into. But that game is hard as shit. So, I'd have to like... And I was thinking about doing that between September and November. I was thinking about trying to find a different game to coach with. That's not just Smash. So, I might try Apex. I know a lot of different people that play Apex. And I'm definitely not good at it. I've only played it like twice. And probably like an accumulative 4 hours. You know everything. That's what's up. I'll keep that in mind. So I'll think of Apex. That's a good one. I was thinking of Roller Champions, but I need a squad, and I don't know if my friends are down to be on stream. The ways of being mediocre. I'm gonna excel, man. I gotta excel, man. And what's it called? No, I'll figure something out. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I choose different games that have multiplayer features, see how my internet handles it. I might do a couple random streams at like, on like a weekend night, just to test like how long my stream can go before it just dies. Because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna die. But shit, man, that sucks. Either way, if things go wrong, it's about trying to find a way to turn it and make it right. It's not about laying down or getting down or anything like that. You just gotta find a way to turn things around. Let's make it a positive experience, honestly. I'm just glad that everyone showed up, and the most important thing about this stream was the beginning. I'm glad that I got all the coaching advice out. I want to listen to it, and then what I'm probably going to start doing is writing a more detailed document and then make another video of me having a script of what I want to say so that it's clear. Like, it's coming from the heart, it's coming from the mind, but I need it to be transcribed as clear as possible just so when people hear it, they understand it. Laying down is for bedtime. I don't know. Laying down is how my son got here. Anyway, so check out the YouTube channel. I'm always uploading at least one of the videos from the stream per day. So if you want to see the videos and, you know, hold on for longevity, and if there's some type of mental note or something you want to see, I love listening to them. I think they're kind of entertaining and bedtime only, right? So with that being said, Wolflix, I'm out of here. Peace out.